Well, guys, here we are again, and we got a doozy on our hands. We're going to go over the review scores for Lost Soul Aside. So, if you like this kind of content, like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm RJ Game News USA. Let's just jump right into it. So, this game got a 57 on Metacritic. Yeah, downright awful. At the time of this recording, there's only 6 reviews. So, a lot of companies steered away from reviewing this game because they give all these companies a pass when they suck on day one. But this is not good. 1 positive, 3 mixed, 2 negative. We're going to go over all 6 reviews. This 57 usually doesn't hold too much weight after 6 reviews. But guess what? The user score is a 5.7 out of 10, matching the Metacritic score from the critics. So yeah, I think this actually is how good the game is. So let's jump into it. The high score, the only positive, is an 80 from Gamer Sky, saying, from the perspective of a traditional action game, Lost Soul Aside is solid. It offers players around 30 hours of pure, exhilarating action, retaining most of the strengths found in classic high-speed action games. And that's where the good reviews stop. Because IGN Spain gave it a 70 in the mixed section, saying Lost Soul Aside is an experience with ups and downs, where some elements work brilliantly and others fall woefully short. On the negative side, we have a forgettable story, flat characters that are impossible to connect with. That's never good. How about a 60 from Critical Hits? And it keeps going down 10, guys. Starting with 80, keeps going down 10. A 60 from Critical Hits, saying Lost Soul Aside has some merit in its combat that can be enjoyable if you overlook the weak story and shallow characters. That's twice we've heard that criticism now. But it's hard to recommend at full launch price with so many polish issues. However, if it's not a problem for you, it could still be fun. That's a true minigame. PlayStation Universe with a 50, saying there's no getting around the fact that Lost Soul Aside feels like it belongs in the mid-2010s. They say that like it's bad. And honestly, that would be fine were it not for the fact the game feels so compromised in so many other aspects of its design that it's difficult to shake the feeling. We're on to the negative reviews, the purely negative reviews. A 40 from Eurogamer Germany, saying a flashy and demanding character action game with challenging boss fights and plenty of combo freedom, but undermined by a generic story, shallow characters, boom boom, we've heard that criticism 3 times now, and uneven polish, we've heard that twice now in only a few reviews, but undermined by a generic story and uneven polish. Fans of precise, skill-driven combat may enjoy its encounters. So what have we heard so far? Story sucks, characters suck, it needs polish, but it's still fun in the combat area. And finally, a 40 from Toisto, saying passion and ambition don't always equal quality. Lost Soul Aside has plenty of ideas, but no vision to put them together. Instead, it settles for a muddled selection of borrowed mechanics tied together by disastrously bad writing and acting. Yeah, that's not good, guys. This is not good. This is not the publicity this game needed at all. And looking over at the 5.7 out of 10 from the the user base, it doesn't get much better. I'm going to read just some of the recent reviews, irrespective of score. A 10 from Soul Crazy. Oh, not in English. We need something in English. How about an 8 from Precision Timing. This is a user score. Saying, had fun, the combat is what made me stay, but all the other things need work, but the combat is great. So this guy's willing to overlook everything else because the combat's great and give it an 8. You know what? Sometimes that's all you want in a game. How about a 0 from PS5 is Love, saying the game has no soul, looks, plays, and sounds like unfinished crap. I expected way more quality control from Sony that published this embarrassing product. PS5 is Love is not happy. Not happy with this game at all. At all. Zelos15 with a 9, saying excellent if you're looking for a deep and challenging game in terms of gameplay and want to have fun. Average if you're looking for an exciting story, memorable characters. I haven't seen anybody defend the story or the characters. Even the people that like the game. Even the people that like the game. Honestly, this game might work for you if you're just going to like listen to podcasts and just play. There's games I do that with. I don't listen to the story. I don't pay attention to the story. There's some games I just play the game. Just play the game, skip the cutscenes. This might be one of those. Ethel19 with a 7, saying game is okay. It shines with its combat and with some of the weapon decorations, but a lot of bugs and English voice acting is awful. Feels like it should have been a $40 game. Yeah, people are definitely complaining about the price. A 10 from Sir King Noctis. I wonder what he's on. He says, unlike many here, I will give my real opinion after having advanced a lot in the game. It is true that the game has shortcomings, but people think that everything must be a AAA game, which is literally the first game made by a development... Okay. My guy, don't give a game a 10 if you're not done with it, number 1. Number 2, don't defend a game like it's your grandma. Gaming companies don't care about you. They just don't. I'm going to do one more user score review. And this is from, let's see, looking for one in English. Skytex. Nope, not that one. Drax Weaver with a 0. Saying a complete piece of junk. A game completely soulless, empty, purposeless, and devoid of charisma. A truly empty and dry vessel for any creative juices. $70 for this is insane, and I feel completely ripped off. And a lot of people do feel that way too. Again, hopefully if you feel that way, you can get your refunds. This sounds like a mess. This sounds like a bad game. It sounds like a game at the end of the year when we're looking at 10 games that were really disappointing or 10 games that were really bad. This game is definitely going to be on that list for sure. Guys, what do you think? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching the video. Peace. I'm out. Have a good one.